Curling is one of those sports that comes into the world's focus once every 4 years. Like gymnastics or swimming, it's not widely followed year in, year out, but has its turn in the spotlight at every Olympic Games. That interest is still curiosity more than anything else. Winners of the gold medal are not household names, especially as there are no individual stars as a team sport. It first made an appearance in 1924 as a men-only demonstration event, Britain taking gold, Sweden silver, and France bronze. All these countries with a seasonal cold climate and a tradition in winter sports. Then curling was absent from the Olympics until 1998, when women and mixed teams were added to the competition. Today, Canada and Sweden are the dominant teams, with China, the host of these Beijing Games, winning only one medal, a bronze, in that time. But in 2018, China made history, winning the gold in wheelchair curling, its first ever winter Paralympic title in any sport. We'll come back to wheelchair curling and what makes it so special. The earliest versions of curling were played on frozen ponds and lakes, meaning that training, let alone competition, was limited to the outdoor winter season, with the quality of ice also varying depending on where you lived. Today, as an international sport, it commands its own ice rinks, particularly in countries that regularly vie for the top of the podium. The idea is to slide a set of stones towards a target area that is marked out by 4 large circles. The stones are actually granite rocks. Each team has 8 stones and each of the 4 players can throw 2 each. They can use these to make contact with stones thrown by the other team, nudging them out of the way to create a clear path to the target and thus points and victory. The stone closest to the targets scores the highest. Throwing the stone is in itself not the distinct part of the game. Bowling, for example, or lawn bowls require a similar physical movement. But curling involves a vigorous sweeping motion where the team uses long brushes to reduce the friction between the stone and the surface of the ice. This in turn better controls the path of the stone, allowing it to move further forward towards the target and making it a true team effort. Now let's talk about the material, because the composition of everything that touches the ice, from the stone to the brooms and the shoes the players wear, has a huge impact on high performance. The stone is crafted from Scottish granite, weighing about 20 kilos each. Granite can be found on many parts of the planet, but the stone used in top international competitions are usually from an island called Ailsa Craig off the coast of Ayrshire in Scotland. The running surface of the granite is rare. It's hard-wearing and waterproof, which makes it ideal for the ice. Ailsa Craig was likely formed by volcanic eruption millions of years ago, with the cooled-off magma forming the granite surface native to this area. Each stone can cost about 20,000 Hong Kong dollars, that's about $1,000 per kilo. That may sound costly, but there are high labour costs involved because each stone is made and finished by hand. There's an incredible history behind the sport, and in Beijing, new champions will be crowned, not only at the Olympics, but equally the Paralympics, where 3 gold medals are being awarded. The big difference in wheelchair curling is there is no sweeping of the ice, while the stone is thrown from the chair and in a fixed position. This works around the physical impairment in the lower half of the competitor's body, caused, for example, by spinal cord injury, cerebral palsy, amputation, or multiple sclerosis. So instead, they use additional equipment to hold and throw the stone. Now let's return to China's historic win in 2018. Teams from 24 countries are now competitive at the elite level of wheelchair curling, a relative newcomer to international sports with its first edition at the Winter Paralympics in 2006. Today, Team China, a recent contender, has already become the one to beat. We'll be bringing you more winter sports over the coming days and weeks. Keep watching our Olympic videos for more sports, tech, and innovation.